Facebook, Contact, Twitter, we have thousands per day.
Okay, so there's a couple of reasons this usually happens. Reason one is, are you checking for plus.url.google.com? Because Google Plus is usually HTTPS. So we do this to preserve the user's privacy.
We put UTM on links, so we track the links from Google Plus.
Okay, so that's typically the first mistake is HTTP site, HTTPS to Google Plus, and thus we don't show the referral. That's the first thing. Secondly, often it tends to be that you have an article, but when it shows the plus, the snippet isn't attractive. So when you put something in the Google Plus stream, we give you control over the image, the description, and the title. This is the same snippet that gets used in search. And sometimes you get things that have poor quality snippets, and so they don't get a lot of click-through. Sometimes it's also a function of how you describe your content in Google Plus. So you may have 20,000 followers, but if the things you write don't get people to click through because they're not sufficiently engaging or they're not framed for that audience, you may get low click-throughs. So when you look at something like H&M, the things they post are the kinds of things people respond to. If you look at The Economist, they post a lot of infographics where you see a cool chart, but to understand it, you have to click through. Whereas other people write things where you can read the post, the image, and you go, oh, that's what that was about. And I don't have to click through. I've seen all I need to see.
And is there any way, any statistics, how to check how many people viewed our article in Google Plus, like viewers in Facebook?
So right now, we don't have that integration, but it's something we're definitely thinking about.
Okay, thank you.
Do you plan to open up an API a little bit more? Because, for example, main reason I don't use Google Plus, because I have a Nokia phone, and other people use BlackBerry and so on. I understand that it's expensive to build apps for all the operating systems, but maybe an open API and let third-party developers do the job.
So we actually have an API, developers.google.com/plus. I'm one of the people who works on that. One of the things we're trying to do is to find safe, sensible ways to open that up while still protecting users' privacy. So if you think about one of the things we're trying to get people to do in Google+, we're trying to get people to have the most important conversations they can have in Google+, which means talking to your mother, people posting baby photos. One of my colleagues had a